Hi everyone, this is Laurel from Guided by Love. I have to laugh so hard. The Spirit did it to me again. So I was sitting here and I was just preparing before I do the video, and all of a sudden the video just started counting down 3, 2, 1. And I always laugh because Spirit does that. You know, I don't do anything with countdowns. So they did that. And then the video starts. So welcome if you're new to my channel. Welcome if you're a returning subscriber. Thank you all for being here. I'm very, very grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for the wonderful comments. I really am, very humbled by them and very grateful for them from this soul family. This has been a goal, a dream to build this soul family and really, have it be in service of God, the higher power, the universe, however you see it, but so thank you for being here. Really love it. Don't forget, I have a special going on through the 30th of this month. So on Halloween Eve, through Halloween Eve, I have a personal reading special. You can get a reading. I say 15 to 20 minutes because you know how it goes with Spirit, it never stops at 15 for $40. So if you're interested, you can email me at guidedbylove888@gmail.com. So let's get started. We have some decks here. We have the Soul's Journey deck we're going to use for main messages. This is by James Van Praagh. I love this deck. It's simple, but yet it's meaningful. And then I have the Lover's Oracle. We're going to get some messages at the end from you, your person, and from you to your person. And I pulled out the Sacred Geometry Frequency deck. I want to see what frequencies, and my throat has been going in and out this morning, so there may be some, truth need to be spoken, but yeah. And then look, I pick it up and look what's at the bottom, the throat chakra. So don't be surprised if that comes out as a frequency to focus on. So, but I want to see what frequencies come out for you and your person for this love journey. So, all right. So don't get hung up on the labels. Sometimes I say twin flame, sometimes I say your special person. I try to keep it more neutral because I know there's a lot of people watching, and so make it fit for your situation. Okay. All right. So let's see, what are some of the messages? And I know everybody's on a different, path. So all right. Any other messages for you and your person? Oh, that one just flew out of the deck. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Bottom of the deck is purpose. I know what I am here to do. So bottom of the overall message for you and your person, it's becoming clearer and clearer. The message is, it's becoming clearer and clearer what your purpose, your purpose and what you're here to do. So that's exciting. Very exciting. And yeah, I feel like as the days go by, there's more and more clarity on this. And so as you go within, you are probably getting more and more clarity about what it is you're here to do with your person, or even on your own specific journey, because some of you may have a double mission. You may have an individual mission, or your person may have an individual mission, and you may have a mission with them as well. So take it as it resonates, but this is something that's it's becoming more and more clear for you and your person. All right, so messages, empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. Yeah, so this is the ability to put yourself in your person's shoes and for them to put themselves in your shoes. It's being able to see both sides of a situation. And that is, yeah, it's empathy for what they are going through right now. You know, I had, I heard someone say on this journey, you know, the twin flame journey, that the divine feminine really works through the hardest part of the journey in the very beginning when she discovers she is a twin flame, or he, you know, it doesn't have to be, divine feminine doesn't have to be a female, it could be a male as well. So just don't worry about the me saying he or she, just take it as it resonates. But um, you know, yeah, it's just habit of me saying the gender. So but this is, you know, and then that the masculine goes through a very much challenging time during the end of their journey, during the end of the end of separation. You know, and the reason I bring that up is because, you know, it's seeing that neither one of your journeys is simpler than the other. It's just that it's formed and it's divinely guided and planned to meet all the things that you need to learn in this lifetime on this earth plane. So it's customized, you could say, to meet all of the things that your soul needs to learn. And so having empathy, you know, seeing that as a bigger picture, having empathy for what they're going through, and you know, some of the things that, you know, that you have had to go through as well, them, you know, being able to walk in your shoes. And you know, I think we're going to find when we come back together that there have been a lot of similarities. And you know, there's a lot of mirroring throughout your journeys too, even though, you know, you may have had divine feminines may have had some of that harder stuff in the beginning. There's a lot of mirroring going on because there's a lot of growth, there's a lot of personal and spiritual growth that happens throughout the journey, throughout the separation. That's why you're in separation. So I hope that helps. I hope I explained that well for you. And then we have envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Yeah, so this is, you know, recognizing the oneness in our, you know, between the two of you. And it's also recognizing with other people that, you know, with your person you are one, but their journey is custom molded, custom fit for the learning lessons that they need, and yours is custom fit for you. And remember with other people that they are also learning lessons different from you. And so, you know, they're the same as everybody, but have different challenges. So something that they have a challenge with may be a strength to you, and something that you have a challenge with may be a strength to another, and that may be why you were drawn together. So I'm just using that. That's what Spirit is, you know, putting at the top of my head right now. Um, so basically, there's no need for envy because, you know, you look at your person as the same as you, look at others as the same as you, and know that they have different challenges. There is no worse challenge or any better situation. It's all custom for your learning and for your, you know, challenging your soul so that you can reach that point of soul growth and learning and enlightenment. And then we have health. Yeah, this, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. So this, you're being encouraged, you and your person are being encouraged to look at your health, to change, possibly change your habits, to break old habits and put in new habits so that your health can improve if it needs improving, or so that it can raise your vibration. Um, because improved, when we take care of our vessel, what we put in and, connecting inward with it, it raises our vibration. So, we have to take action. We have to show that we are wanting to make this change by taking action and making a change, and the universe is going to go with that. So, this might be, if you want to increase your activity, taking a walk in the morning, taking a walk in the evening, 11:11 on the clock. Wow, so this is mirrored energy, both of you wanting to get into better health, as well as, or some of you may be already there. You may be already experiencing better health um, on your journey, because that 11:11 showed up. So some of you have already been working on, some of you have already been working on this bettering of your health, and you're seeing the results of having more energy, of feeling really good, and feeling really good about yourself for the work that you've put in. So this is a key, though, also to raising your vibration. And then we have indecision. Use my intuition in all aspects of my life. So indecision, can mean that you have a lot of choices, and you may be indecisive about which one truly truly gravitates toward your heart and soul. So this is use of your intuition, opening up to your gifts, to use them in all areas of your life, to help you make those decisions and those choices. There was something I put in one of the daily soul messages about slowing down and reflecting before we make a decision. And so this is, I'm feeling that with this card is slowing down and using our intuition and making a choice from that, intuition, from slowing down, pausing, and looking within to see what, I had to do this the other day, and I used my intuition, I used my channeling with spirit, but I also used a pendulum as a backup, and they all said the same thing. So, but yeah, it's trusting in yourself, trusting in that guidance that you're getting. And your person is, learning to trust, learning to open to their own gifts, which are the same as yours. And then we have friendship. This is, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. Yeah, so this is your person and you have this deepening bond of friendship between the two of you. Yes, you have that, the lover's connection, the spiritual depth, the spirit connection, the bonding of that, of your souls. But with that comes the power of your love and friendship. And, and this goes for any friendships that you have in your life, that they're there for a reason, for a purpose. And, this is honoring them. This is acknowledging what they bring to your life. And they're drawing me into that flower. And, I'm being drawn into the center, the purity, So for some of your friendships are, with you, because you're helping each other um, go into that purity, find more of the purity within yourself. Um, through the encouragement, and this is with your person as well. You inspire them and they inspire you. All right. I have you know what, they want me to share this. I have an example of that with your person. My twin, in the very beginning, I think it was right before I discovered he was my twin flame. Um, right before I discovered it, he actually, and I don't think he knows this because I didn't get a chance to tell him, but he inspired me to sign up for a singing solo. And I'd never done anything like that in my life. And I did it, and I did it successfully. But it was his, he inspired me, and it just inspired me to step out of my comfort zone, to step through my fear, to have the courage to step through my fear, and do it. And I was really glad I did it. But in doing that, it also made him recognize me as a person of, a person connected to him. So really beautiful. They wanted me to give you that example. Okay, so let's get a frequency message card first. What is the frequency? What are the frequencies for this love read that you want to focus on right now for you and your person? Spirit, what frequencies for this Sunday, or whenever you see this? Oh, one more came flying out of the deck. Okay, so the first one is remembrance, 38. It's an 11, and we saw 11:11 on the clock, 17 on the clock, 17:17 on the clock. And I think 17:17 is coming into reunion. So remembrance supports our memory of everything that we have gone through as a soul in a body, providing us with valuable information and tools to flow gracefully with and in this life. So I have a intuitive soul coaching daily that reflects this. I think it's the one about the treasure chest, where along the way um, we pick up valuable nuggets, pentacles of information and tools, and along the way that help us gracefully and abundantly flow through this life. So this is the one frequency for you and your person. Wow. And then we have the crown chakra, which I am feeling today, 7 manifestations. We have the crown chakra, the violet flower of life, supports our spiritual connection to the universe. I just had a burp, so releasing fear through this. Our spiritual connection to the universe, something bigger than ourselves, and our ability to transmute negative energy into light. Wow, this came up in this came up in the daily coaching. The intuitive soul daily reading today as well. So it is allowing us to connect to the universe, and it's our ability to transmute the negative energy into light. Really beautiful through the crown chakra. All right, so those are the frequencies, the crown chakra and remembrance. What is the message from your person, from the Lover's Oracle? What is the message? What is the message? What do you want to say to your person, viewer? What do you want to say to your person? They went all back into the pile. These are hard to shuffle because they're heart-shaped. Okay. All right. So the first one you want to say to your person is this one, and I got to cover up because YouTube doesn't want us to show nudity. So surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Or let go and all will work. Yeah, it's supposed to be out, but it says our. Let go and all will work out. So at times we must surrender. This is divine feminine energy, I believe, too. We have to surrender the old in order for the new, before the new can enter our lives. And this is, this is a message from the viewer to your person. Let go and it'll all work out. Okay? And now your person viewer wants to say this. Secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. So they're telling you that they're your number one fan and they are your secret admirer from a distance. So especially if you're in separation. So I love it. Okay, so those are the messages. I hope this helps. I hope you have a wonderful, magical Sunday. Namaste.